Hi everyone, welcome to AutoViros channel. In this video we have a 2005 BMW 525Xi, which Xi stands for all-wheel drive, and this is the E60 model from BMW. It's a four-door medium-sized car. As I said, all-wheel drive. If you look at the shape of the car, it still looks good even in 2020. It's a solid car, but let's go to the main point. You may be watching this video because you may looking to buy one of those. If you are interested what problems they have and what to look for, I got some information for you. This car actually has 191,000 miles, and I can tell you that it still kicks ass, because it's a pretty car, it's a decent car, and for the age it's a pretty solid car. One of the most common problems on those cars with automatic transmission is the transmission torque converter, which usually fails, and it fails between 155,000 miles and 300,000 miles, or 250,000 kilometers and 500,000 kilometers. If you see your RPM going up and down while you're driving on the same speed, that may be the issue. Those are the first signs that the transmission torque converter will fail you. This is one of the main problems, and this is what you need to look for when you buy one of those cars. Make sure it doesn't shake. For example, when you put your cruise control set at 60 miles per hour, you want to watch your RPM meter and make sure it stays at the same RPMs, doesn't go up and down like crazy. And another most common problem for those cars are the steering wheel shakes. Yeah, you will get those shakes in the steering wheel, but here it could be more problems. Brake rotors or brake discs, they need to be changed. This is the most common issue. You can check the control arms and tires, make sure they are good tires, and that's the way to troubleshoot it. Okay, so let's take a look at the car. The front of the car doesn't look like it came from 2005. This car doesn't look like it's so old. As you can see, the owner, he tried to intimidate other traffic participants by putting M stickers, but looks like he decided to take them out for some reason. This one looks like it has 19-inch wheels. Those wheels are coming from the F10 model, which is a newer 5 Series BMW model. Looks good with those wheel combination from a newer model. I think it's a nice upgrade and makes the car look updated, or newer if you want to put it that way. If we look at the brakes, I always like to take a look at the brakes. We can see blue calipers, actually pretty big caliper for a small engine. In the back as well. Okay, so going in the back of the car, we got a nice M5 badge. Of course, this car is not an M5. It's the smallest engine you can get here in USA, which is 525. So I'm not sure why the owner tried to put that badge here, but whatever, that doesn't matter. As you can see, the back of the car has a nice chrome element there, which I think is aftermarket. I don't think they come with that element over there. It has a chrome trim around the windows. Also, one thing that I missed is this small lip spoiler. Gives a nice touch to the car. Also, I think that's an aftermarket thing for this car. Going back in the front, we got xenon headlights with washers, and of course the design, the shape of this headlight makes this car a very iconic. You will know at night that this is a 5 Series E60. Those here are like 5 LEDs which they turn orange. They always stays there's like actually the side marker over there, and as we can see here, those also, there's some aftermarket cheap splitters that I don't know, maybe try to make the car look more aggressive or something. Before we get into the interior, let's check out, see how the engine bay looks like. Let's figure it out how to open this. Alright, so we have an 2.5 liter engine, which is an inline 6. Not very powerful. If you try to compete against some tired Japanese cars, you may still lose. This engine is not fast enough, has only 180 something horsepower, not enough to get in a race with a 98 Honda Civic or something like that. Nice and clean, freshly detailed. I think that's enough. Let's go inside, see what we have inside. Right, so interior, first thing when you get in the car, you notice those two dual zone climate control. This is for the passenger, this is for the driver. Also this phone holder doesn't come with the car, it's an aftermarket. It apparently looks like it goes in the CD and it should work like this. Anyway, we have a lock unlock button, hazard lights, classic vents, and this car looks like it comes with a wood trim. We have this brownish wood texture, of course, cup holders, there we go, for the driver and passenger. Heated seats. We have the traction control button down here. Also have a nice storage here for a smaller phone, like an iPhone 8. It's perfect, it stays there. We got this small navigation or iDrive unit. It's the small one. There is an option for a wider screen for this unit. This one apparently comes with a cheap one, narrow screen. But I heard the wider screen iDrive unit has some electrical issues. After a couple of years you may get some problems with that, so try to look for a narrow iDrive unit, which is pretty easy to find. A lot of cars have those, and save yourself some troubles. Another thing that I don't like about this car, as you can see, the quality of the materials, they start to peel off, because this is some kind of rubberized plastic right here. And besides that, the position of the power windows is kind of odd. You kind of have to put your hand like this. I feel like my hand breaks when it's very inconvenient location. I wish it could be somewhere down here or probably somewhere around here, but if we come here, this is the joystick that controls the infotainment system. So if you go push it up, you go to the phone menu, pressing the menu button here, it gonna takes you to this menu. And hey, I found another M5 badge. The owner must love M5s, and he may think he drives one. Fortunately, this is not even close to an M5. Also, I forgot to mention, here is the power steering adjustment. Goes up, goes down, and there is another secret button right here. Not many people, I mean many people miss it, is the heated steering button. So this car has a heated steering, which is kind of nice for winter time. Alright, so let's go for a test drive, see what we like and what we don't like about this car. Let's hear how the car starts. Pretty nice start for it's not bad start for 191,000 miles. Let's see what this old car performs, how this car performs on the road. Okay, I'm gonna do a illegal exit from a parking lot, but that's fine. We drive an M5. And man, first impression, car feels very comfy. I mean, those leather seats, they feel pretty comfortable, and the car feels smooth. It drives very smooth, feels very firm. And it's kind of quiet. It's not that loud. I mean, yeah, I can, as I said, guys, one of the common issue with those cars is the shaking steering wheel. This is what this car have this issue, unfortunately. When you wanna brake, you feel the vibration in the steering wheel. Common issue for those cars, no problem. But we are about to do the famous 0 to 60 test. See how fast it goes from 0 to 60. And let's do it. Let's put it in the sport. Is the sport? DS, so I think it's DS, so let's see. Boom, we hit 60. Alright guys, so this was it for this video. If you find it helpful, don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe for more similar videos with other models, and I will see you in the next video.